Drip Network is a decentralized finance protocol that allows you to earn up to 365% ROI, or return on investment, per year. Let's jump into it to understand how this works and how it is sustainable. But before we continue, let me know down below if you invested in this project, for how long, and if it is worth it. Personally, I have not invested in this at the moment of recording this video, and I have some concerns which I'm going to mention shortly. Drip Network has been founded by Forks Sharp BB and their team, which remains all anonymous. The decentralized platform launched in July 2021. After that, they launched the Animal Farm, which is the first deflationary, fully decentralized ownership, yield farming, and lending protocol, where participants earn as an owner of the network. Drip Network is built on the Binance Smart Chain, and it has a native token called Drip Token. This is deflationary and scarce. We will go into more details soon. If we look on their website, first thing on top left is the swap section. Here, only with Binance token, you can buy their token to get started, or you can also buy it on PancakeSwap. The token is not available in any other exchanges at the moment. You will have to download the Google Chrome extension and create a MetaMask or any other supported wallet and deposit some Binance tokens to swap and to pay fees. When you first buy, you will have to pay 10% as a deposit tax. This will be distributed with other token holders, and it is a part of the protocol and its ways to pay the investors that 1% daily. We can then see the faucet section. This contract operates similarly to a high-yield certificate of deposit by paying out 1% daily return on investment up to 365%, as mentioned before. This means that after 100 days, you will have doubled your investment. Important to understand is that when you deposit these funds, you cannot withdraw it anymore. Your initial investment is gone, and the only way to make your money back is by waiting and making the 1% daily. These rewards gets paid out in drip tokens, which you will have to sell in order to get your initial investment back. When you sell, you will have to pay 10% tax again. This goes into the rewards for investors. If you want, you can take these rewards and deposit it back into the faucet. They call it hydrating, where you basically compound your rewards by redepositing these funds into the contract. On these, you will not pay 10%, but just 5%. This is to incentivize investors to reinvest their rewards into the protocol. To take part of this, you will have to click on a referral link from a friend, or you will have to enter their wallet address into the Buddy referral system. And you have a minimum of 10 drip token to get started. With the current value in fees, it is an initial investment of $450. Who refers a friend gets a 10% bonus from the deposit of the downline with a maximum of 15 downlines. You will only be able to get this rewards if you hold at least 10 drip tokens, and also if you hold BR34P token. A BR34P token is worth around $150, and depending on how many tokens you have, you can qualify and get these rewards from multiple downlines, as you can see in the picture. So for example, for your first downline, you will need 2 BR34P tokens, worth around $300 in total. With this, you will be able to refer as many friends as you like to receive 10% bonus on their deposits. For your second downline, so the referrals of your referrals, you will need 3 tokens, so $450 worth, in order to get these 10% rewards from their deposits. The more downlines you want, the more funds you will have to hold on your wallet, and it becomes quite difficult to access, in my opinion, after a certain level. Note that there is also a whale tax on withdrawals for holders with a 1% or more of the total supply. These starts with a 5% of the tokens that will be distributed to the community when this holder decides to sell, and so on, for larger holders. However, at the moment, there is no enough tokens in circulation for this to take place, so there are no whales to be considered so, in relation with the total supply, but there are whales in relation with the current circulation supply. Before we continue, I just want to clarify something that you might have forgotten. We only do educational entertainment, and my job here, it is not to be your financial advisor, so please do your own researches before investing. Lastly, from their website, we can see the reservoir section, where basically they allow you to earn rewards in BNB through yield farming if you provide liquidity. You will have to deposit the same amount in drip token and in Binance token with a variable lockup period. You will earn daily rewards in BNB directly from the dividend pool. When you deposit, you will get a new token called Drop. Its price, it is pegged 1-to-1 drip to BNB. And on the deposit, you will be taxed 10%, which gets distributed and locked in the reservoir. 2% of the BNB used to buy drop is immediately distributed to people in the reservoir. 5% goes into the reservoir pool, which pays out 2% of its balance every day to people in the reservoir, and 3% is permanently locked in the drip liquidity pool. Reservoir helps provide long-term price support and an ever-rising potential price floor, as permanently locked liquidity is added to the drip token on the drip network swap exchange. If we look into the roadmap, we can see how they plan to be more interoperable by creating a cross-chain bridge to integrate ERC20 and TRC20 tokens on their platform. They will launch a contract that will allow you to seamlessly swap these tokens for drip directly from the exchange swap section on the drip network website. They then plan to airdrop NFT for players that hit specific goals, like using the cross-chain bridge, or for who wins the team competitions. Drip Network, as mentioned before, launched the Animal Farm, which is the first deflationary, fully decentralized ownership yield farming and lending protocol, where participants earn as an owner of the network. This platform works with other tokens, and it allows you to earn rewards in several different ways with yield farming, period lockups, and other features. They will also enable lottery ticket. However, I am not going into details now, but I will leave the link down below if you want to check it out. If we look more into tokenomics, Drip token is at around $35, and it has a $3.5 million market cap. If we divide that, we will find out that there are 100,000 tokens only in circulation, which is extremely low. It has a maximum supply of 100 million tokens, which I guess it will be slowly minted and released in the coming years. At the moment, only a 0.1% it is in circulation from its launch 8 months ago. No other details are specified on their white paper, but it does says that if necessary, more tokens will be minted to pay out the investors if there are no enough tokens. There is only 0.1% in circulation, and the biggest holder is this smart contract, which has over 35% of the circulating supply. This is probably the address from where they sell the Drip tokens on their website. If we look into more details, we can see how from the peak it had in price at the end on January, this smart contract address had basically double the tokens that holds now. This coincide with the price of the token going down in these past months. At the same time, the Pancake swap supply increased by a lot, so it looked like a lot of liquidity from their website has been sold to add liquidity to the decentralized exchange. Definitely, this created a lot of sell pressure and increased liquidity in the market, which kept the price lower. This connects to my major concern about this project in regards to the supply. As mentioned before, a very limited share of the total supply is in circulation, which of course creates extremely high volatility. At the moment, its market capitalization, it is very low because of the low circulation supply. But when more liquidity will be added into the market, I think it will create a significant pressure, and if this would release its total supply, the market capitalization would be over $3 billion. Of course, this will happen in a long period of time, but I think it can create a constant sell pressure, which can eventually drive the price lower. Even in that case, you can make a profit out of it looking at the high returns they offer, but calculate your risk because it is not specified how fast this will happen. And if it is not balanced, well, the price can lose a lot of value. For subscribers only, let me know if you want me to deposit and test the protocol for you and give an update on how efficient it is in 1 month. If you want to stay up to date, you can follow them on Twitter, where they have over 25,000 followers. You can join their Discord or Telegram. If you enjoyed this content and you want to know these deep dives into different projects, like and subscribe to my channel. I appreciate it.